I'm with Stevie, our general manager, and we are in the reindeer enclosure. Now, I've got to say, the reindeer are some of the prettiest animals. They are absolutely gorgeous.
They are, but this time of year they look a little bit scruffy. So this is the time of year when they start to lose that thick winter coat,
Right.
ready for a lighter summer coat.
Halfway house of losing the winter, getting into their summer clothing.
Yeah, so we're probably about, the UK is probably as low down as we can go really with reindeer. Any past that, it's just too hot for them. So they can adapt ever so slightly to our summer, but we need to make sure that we provide them a large shaded area, which is why their holding area here is under this beautiful tree. We've also got a woodland at the back where they can sit inside and cool down.
So tell me, where do reindeer come from in the wild?
So these guys come from all over the northern hemisphere. So you've got everywhere from Alaska straight across to Siberia. So they're really adapted for them cold, harsh winters.
Yeah, yeah. And so they've got to live in those sort of tundra environments, those areas that are covered in snow. How do they find food in that environment?
Well, these guys have something which no other mammals have, even we don't have it, and they can see in ultraviolet light. So we see different wavelengths, and these guys have adapted because if you think in the winter, the sun barely reaches up in midday. It's dark, it's cold, so they can actually see the UV light, the food, and it reflects, and they can find their way through.
And interesting with this species of deer, but because both sexes have antlers, and usually with like things like fallow deer or red deer, it's only the males that possess them.
Yeah, normally it's the males, but for these, males and females have them. They go for a rut exactly the same where those the velvet all comes away and they start to break off, and they go through everything that the male deer does. There's nothing different. The only slight difference is that when they are pregnant and they're looking after themselves with the calves inside, they will hang on to their antlers almost to the point where they give birth. About a few days before, they'll snap off and then they'll give birth to a beautiful calf.
Now, one reason I've heard is that it helps them clear snow to find food.
That is one of the reasons they believe, because in the UK we call them reindeer, yeah, but if you go to America they call them caribou, and caribou is a French word that means snow shoveler. So yeah, that's one of the beliefs for it.
Also, one thing visitors will hear when they're standing by the reindeer enclosure looking in is that click, 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 click. Now, what is that clicking all about?
So that clicking is the way the tendons move. So when the tendons move over each other, they click and snap. And we believe it's so they can find each other in the snow. Now there is an old myth that when they run in a herd, it sounds like rain, which is why we call them reindeer.
Oh, I see. So that snap, 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 snap. When you've got thousands of animals doing it, it sounds like the rain is falling.
So also one of the myths is obviously the male has these beautiful large antlers, but after his rutting season, second week of December, they fall off. So Santa's reindeer must have all been girls.
Yeah, we've got to be.
No boys, yeah.
Now tell us, what individual have we got in here? What's the family group?
So we've locked the boy out for safety reasons, but we've got Rowan over here.
Yeah.
She's a young 2-year-old female, and she's just given birth to that beautiful little boy with the white face. And then we've got Mistletoe in here as well, and she's got the other calf, a little girl.
Great. So we've got a male and 3 mature females, and then 2 little youngsters.
Yeah.
Fantastic. There we go for the reindeer. Brilliant. Cheers, Stevie.
No worries.